Hey, what's up, guys? Man, what a nice day out today. Overcast, liking that. So humid, every truck looks like it's been rained on all night. But anyways, it's not hot out yet. It is super early. It's 8 a.m. We're out here with 11, and today we're gonna try and get all of the unnecessary shit off and all the bolts out and the drive shaft out in preparation of pulling this engine out. Now, I will get you up in here in a minute so you can get a look, but this is such a tight fit that the engine doesn't actually sit straight up and down. It sits this way, and in order for the intake manifold to get in under the cowl, the engine has to actually be lean. So it has this special motor mount that's mounted sideways on the engine, and it's got offset transmission mounts. The one on the driver's side is high and the one on the passenger side is low. And yeah, it's pretty interesting actually. It's going to be kind of a pain in the ass because when you pick an engine up, you like to hook it on the top and pick it straight up, and this isn't going to be the case. We're going to have to make something that bolts to the side of the engine, and have to hook it a little weird, and that's going to be super interesting. I'm not really even sure how it's going to happen yet, but I'm going to get in here today, get all this stuff off the top of the engine, take the turbo off, take that intake pipe off, maybe get the exhaust manifold off, get some motor mounts out, snatch it off the engine, maybe chain the transmission up, and I might try and take the intake manifold off. It doesn't look like it's even possible. It's crazy because there's a bolt missing out of the intake, which yeah, it's not going to be possible to get it out. It has to come forward to get it out. But anyhow, let's get after it. I'm going to gather up some tools and get some lights. I wish that I had one of these that went up another 4 foot or so. You know, it's going to be working in the dark, and we may actually, it's cool this morning, we may actually pull this thing on out of the way, and that way I can see what I'm doing. But chances are we'll take this off, take this off, we'll take this off. We'll get the I just don't know. We'll probably get inside, take the shifter tower off. I don't see a cross member for the transmission. If there is a cross member for the transmission, we'll take that off, or find a way to chain the transmission up. Well, I'll have to get the drive shaft off it. But I'd really like to have this engine ready to pull today. Yeah, that would be super cool. I'm going to get after some of this stuff while the sun is still tucked in. And of course, as always, I'll bring you in best I can. Fighting with the company over my point of view cam, and that's never any fun, but we'll try our best to get you up on top of there. We'll be back. All right, so I'm struggling actually with being able to shoot footage. I broke the 12 Pro Max, and I upgraded to the 14. I was gonna wait until the 15 came out, but I don't know. I just decided I was gonna go ahead and try it. Oh, that's kind of cool. I think that comes out. But anyways, so the app that I use for recording, they didn't bother when the 14 Pro came out. They didn't bother making the app adapt to the differences of that phone, and so let's see what's going on. So I don't have any of the features. I have the ability to zoom out or pan out. I don't know what to call that. I can't change the view from front facing camera to rear facing camera while it's filming, and yeah, it's very disappointing. So what I would normally do right here is I'd have you zoomed out, panned out, whatever you want to call it, and that way you could see more of what's going on. And then on the other hand, I broke my, so I had the POV camera, and I complained about the audio being horrible. Like if you got an engine running or something around you, it was really horrible. And they were like, well, send it back to us, we'll send you a new one. So they did, they sent me a new one. I sent them the old one. And then the new one didn't work at all. It recorded for 10 minutes and then just quit. Like it just burned up. So I messaged them and they're like, well, we'll just refund you. I said, no, I need that. I need the camera. I don't want my money back. And they said, well, you got to send us the camera first. Which is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. But giving them the benefit of the doubt, I went ahead and sent the camera in. And then I tried to get a hold of them yesterday. And they're like, oh, well, we can't send you the new one until we receive the old one. And Jessica's asleep, so I couldn't ask her what the tracking info was, but we'll be following up on that today, believe me. Because I'd really like to, I really would like to get you guys some better views. I also want to get a taller canopy. Something I can, what is that? What is that really? What is that? Oh, this is that electrical. Okay, so I'm going to cut these ties and we'll get that electrical out from under there. And then this, I have to get this cut. And that is a, what's an airline? My feet are wet. Could pose a little bit of a dangerous scenario there. All right, I think I got everything that's holding this thing on. Yeah, that electrical connector right there. Brittle. Whoops. Oh, yeah. This hose here. Kind of piss poor planning on my part. Alright, so you probably can't see this real good, but just taking this line off, and so I used to use you know, you guys have seen me using different penetrating oils, and I was trying to score a sponsorship deal with one particular brand that I was really enjoyed using, but they wouldn't do anything for me, so I stopped using them, and I started hunting around for, you know, a penetrating oil that I could call my own, but nobody really wanted to game with me. And so I decided to do what a couple of my friends do, and I'll tell you about it as things progress. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to just keep using it and let you guys see how it works. Before I tell you what it is, you're gonna laugh. Actually, you're gonna be like, what? Yeah, I'm trying to get everything over here done as well. First thing I want to do is get this dipstick tube, if I can. Nope. Okay, I need a bigger tool. I still don't understand I just don't understand the current dipstick tube that's in this, because the thing's super long, and let's talk about the STC motor. So if this was a normal truck where the engine was accessible for maintenance, I would put that engine in this truck, because then, you know, I think it's probably going to have a few issues where I might have to take injectors out or the heads off or something while it's in the truck. And I know that bottom end is good, and I know it's a good motor. The problem is there's no place to work on this. There's no room to work on it. You cannot get the back valve cover off of this motor while it's in the truck. Now I could take the sleeper boot loose and cab mounts off and raise this cab up. I do not want to do that. So what I want to do is I want to get a donor truck that has a big cam Cummins 400 or 444 or something, and get it running, get the cooling system all working, everything in the donor truck, and then pull it out and lay it over in here and hook it back up, because there's just no room to work on this thing. If something were to go wrong with the injectors or something on the back of the motor, it just would be a devastating waste of time to have put it in. So I'm just not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. I don't even understand that dipstick. Obviously that dipstick is not from this truck, because it was made to come out of the front like it was in a cab over. Oh, I see this alternator bracket's busted off. Interesting. We'll clean that up. Hopefully we won't need to, because hopefully we'll have a different one. But it'd be super cool to find a motor that's pretty much the same as this one as far as accessories and all that, and then just, you know, like I said, unbolt it from the donor. Oh, that's cool. No big deal. No big deal. All right. Get the dipstick off. We need to take this this wire here off. This alternator is just rigged on here too. So I mean, there's a lot of reasons why I think this isn't the engine that came on this truck. And it sucks because I think they did a good job putting it in, and then they just forgot that it was only water. And you can tell it had been only water for a long time, a lot like Fiona, because, well, the engine was just so rusty inside. But anyhow, I don't remember where I was going with that. But I think they did a good job doing the engine swap, and then they screwed up, left summer water in it. It went somewhere and froze, and I don't think the engine froze enough to break the block. So we'll have to see when we get it apart. I think it just has a split head, or something of that nature, and yeah. Okay. It's just a rig job on that ground wire. It's kind of funny. They actually use speaker wire, which makes it even more comical. So again, today's goal, I'd love to have this engine out, but I don't think that's in the cards really. There's a lot of reasons why that's not a thing. Yeah, there's a boost gauge. The biggest reason why I don't think we can do it is the fact that my forklift won't pick it up, I'm sure. And I really would love to do something different as far as have a bigger forklift or a crane, but I just, you know, it's going to cost 10 grand, maybe 15, and I just don't have the reserves to do that. If I'm going to spend 15,000 bucks, it's going to be on 3 more engines and transmissions, yeah, because that's what I need for the last 3 trucks. I want these 3 trucks key, start, drive, and then we got to decide what we're doing. The thing is, likely what's going to happen is I'm going to have to sell some trucks. As much as I don't want to, I'd love to keep all of these trucks. It's not practical. I can't keep help. Johnny lives too far away, and he has no desire to move away from his family. I don't blame him for that. And Johnny's a good kid, but it's just not in the cards. I wish it was, but let me grab a little screwdriver, huh? Now this is MAP gas, these yellow ones, and MAP gas is probably twice as hot. I should have some science behind it, but it's probably twice as hot as propane. So I use MAP gas whenever I'm heating up nuts and bolts. It does take a while, but it's easier than going in the shop and getting the torches out and rolling them out here. So anyways, I'm just going to put some heat on this nut, and then I'm going to hit it with that little impact, and it's going to come right off. Using a chrome socket. It's not super intelligent. Nut came right off. That's what I wanted. Interesting. So I need to move this truck forward a little bit. I don't want to lay in that soupy mud underneath there. And so I'm just going to grab this stick right here and just try and, try and roll that truck forward. This should go, right? Nope. Thought it was going to be easy, but it's not. So I'll just grab the forklift and pull her forward a little bit. All right, so moved it forward, so we'll be on the asphalt. Todd could come in here with his crane and snatch it up. I think the thing is just right on the firewall. Like I don't understand. What we'll have to do is we'll have to get some cribbing. We have to get a jack, a 20-ton jack, and we'll get it on the ground on some cribbing, and we'll jack that up, get the weight off, and get those mounts off. Before we do that, we're going to go ahead and get the shifter off, get the drive shaft disconnected, and unhook whatever electrical stuff. We got a tack, we got speedo. We need to get this clutch linkage off, which we'll do that. This throttle linkage. This is all stuff that is going to be we got to be very careful of when we come out. We'll probably have to get a transmission jack under there and jack that up, and then we'll pull the engine forward and we'll let the jack roll forward, and then once it's out here we'll rehook and get a hold of it. I might even be able to do the most of that stuff with it just sucks that it's on the asphalt. Maybe I should bring it up there and put it on the concrete. I have a little bit better chance of it rolling, the transmission rolling. The problem with that is I need to put the back of the truck in the shop, and I'm not doing that. I could just move that shit and get Trish out, but as soon as I get Trish out, it's gonna rain, so I'm not doing that either. I guess we'll start with trying to get the drive shaft off. And if we get the drive shaft off and some of the electrical done under there, then we'll get inside and we'll take the shifter out. And this truck still needs a bath inside. It's pretty stanky. Yeah, I wish I didn't have these big stupid fuel tanks on there, but I'm just not interested in taking those off. A lot of work for little reward. So anyways, we'll give you a quick overview. You see how that cross member dips down right there, so we can just slide the engine forward. You see that amount of space right there. There is no space for this engine to fit. They actually put the engine in sideways. I don't know if you can tell, but the engine is sitting in there like this. There's room over here, but no room over there. And then if you look right up in there, You see that breather is literally touching. So chances are I won't be putting a breather on that valve cover. I'll put the breather on the front valve cover and make it a combination breather fill. I don't know. But what I got to do right now is just got to do a little bit of electrical, you know, speed sensor, RPM, stuff like that. Get the drive shaft out. Take that cross tube. You see that cross tube over there? Take that off. Get that H pipe. Get a bottle jack and some cribbing and jack that transmission up. Take these mounts off. You see how high this one is or how low this one is in the frame? Then you come over here and you see how high this one is in the frame. You really can't see it good right there, as they have to have that engine sitting in there sideways so it clears that. Not a great job, Ford, but anyhow. All right, so what am I doing, you're saying? First of all, I had to go inside and eat. Everything ran out of calories, carbs. Then I decided I'd come out. I did talk to my cousin. He's gonna try and come over tonight, so we'll get some footage of that. In the meantime, I'm taking the drive shafts out. I got the rearmost drive shaft out. And you really can't see really well, but I will put you in there so you can see back in here. But we've got this drive shaft disconnected from the trans, but it's still in the center bearing. So we're gonna take this center bearing mount off and yep. And yeah, so we're going to take these 2 bolts out. We're going to take these 4 bolts out. We're going to take these 2 bolts out, I guess, and lower that down and pull it out of the trans and then get it out here as well. And then we'll come in from the front. There's a crossbar that goes between the fuel tank mounts. We're going to take that center crossbar out and we're going to disconnect. While we're up here, we're going to disconnect this piece of exhaust. And I think I might actually use this, that piece maybe. I don't know. So we'll just take this off and we'll get that H pipe out from under there, get some room. Take that cross pipe off, and that way we can get on that transmission with a transmission jack, and we'll grab the engine and we'll slide it forward, engine and transmission, set it down on the cross member, rehook, and then pluck that out, and we'll take that engine and transmission and we'll probably put it right there on the pad. So anyhow, I'll set you up over here somewhere and then you can see nothing, but I'll try and get that drive shaft out. Yeah, so I'll probably just tie that up real quick and then take those bolts off and then let it down and get it off of there. Let's see, I'm thinking that's 3/4 probably. 3/4, I don't think I brought my 3/4 wrench out here. Okay. Didn't expect that to not come off. So what do you do when you got bolts that haven't been off in 100 years? Warm them up a little bit. Bet you it comes right off now. Just a little bit of heat. A little bit more heat. Sometimes you got to break out the big dogs when we get stuff done. Okay. Thing is just so badass, you know. Okay. You know. I think I will put those back in maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Ah. All right. Whew. Yeah. Whew. All right. Okay. So now we got to cut a couple of exhaust hangers off, and then we can pull this. We got to take that off, and then we pull this H pipe back. Sweaty. I'm sweaty. All right. All right. So what we're going to do is get my fancy penetrating oil. Okay. We'll step up to the next level. The sun is cooking. No doubt about it. Amazing, isn't it? Just amazing. Wow. Okay. Now we just need a couple of bolts in there and we should be able to slide that back. This is a pretty good elbow. I wish that the other side wasn't stolen. That's pretty nice actually. Yeah, got two to go in there. Looks like they're 9/16. So we will take this top piece. All right, under we go. And while we're down here, I'm gonna put a little penetrating oil on a couple of these. Okay. Come on, man. Is that really? Probably metric. Okay. Amazing what that penetrating oil will do for you. to get a hammer too. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Yeah. All right. All right, grab a quick break. We'll be back. Well, I'm getting slow in my old age. Got about 7.5, 8 hours in this thing. I got everything disconnected, shifter off, air lines, electrical, fuel, AC. Only thing I don't have is the rear mounts on the bell housing, because those are saddle mounts and I don't want to touch them until we get the thing hooked up and a trans jack on it. So we're done for right now. We'll wait till Todd gets here and we'll go from there. So there's a little bit of weight off of it, but I don't know how much. All right, so that should do it. I'll put another nut on there. I'm not gonna just use one nut, but I just want to make sure it fit. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll find one. I got one. I did pick up the other engine with the same hook and towed it around the shop many times with the forklift. And I have not dropped it yet. Well, yeah, you're probably right.
The yet makes it sound pretty bad.
All right, that should do it. That ain't going nowhere. Why'd you bring this rain with you, bro? It wasn't raining on my side of the Prior Station Road till you guys got over here. But look, it's almost over. Once this little tornado goes by.
I like this motor's about out, ain't it?
Yeah, this motor's just.
I like this another inch.
Yeah. I could put another pump on that trans if you need me to. I mean, you know, if you need me to. I don't know if I can reach it. I'm gonna try though. Okay, I put a couple pumps on it. We got one more. I probably wouldn't take that one off till he's got the thing.
We got two more on the other side.
Yeah. What you want? Oh. Why are you trying to kill me with that exhaust? Let's make you some stacks.
Make them. You probably got plenty of.
I do.
That's what they need to come up and just drive it right there.
We could use some oval pipe,
Yeah.
so that it doesn't take a lot of room, but you can still have some big beef to them, and we'll have them turn out like bull haulers. Bolt them to the block.
Bull horns.
Yeah. And we'll just use flex going to them, and we'll bolt them to the box. So any of the four-wheeling you do, it just moves the flex. I'll try and find some oval pipe.
Yeah, we just put them out.
Just a little bit above that and point it out like this. Yeah. I'll see if I can find you some pipe. All right, so you got it now?
I mean, I ain't got nothing on it.
You can put a little mustard on it.
You ready? Y'all ready to start holding your breath?
Yeah.
Well, you still got one.
One on this side, two over there, right? Yeah. So just put a little mustard on it, and then we're going to get this bolt out. Just a little mustard. That'll good. Now you can kill it. All right, what we got? They're pretty long.
Are they?
Yeah. One of my buddies said, get you one. Oh, mine only has 2 chains as well. But we can hook it on the hook with yours.
Yeah.
And do the back to with this one. Yeah. That'll work, right?
Yep.
And look,
We need to extend.
8,000 pounds. That's what you wanted, right? Well, you know what they say. As soon as you don't want something to happen, it's gonna. I'm gonna. Yeah, look at that. I'll move this thing over here where a guy can get a look-see, huh? See, I told you 15 minutes. You already got it almost all the way out in just 10 minutes.
Usually it's over.
If you want to, we can shorten mine though. Instead of shortening, oh, you need to shorten yours. I see what you're saying. Never mind. Newbie suggestion. Oh man, look at that. Let me just not stand right in the way, see what happens. It's just a tornado, don't worry, it's on the other side of Prior Station. I don't think there's anything on the transmission that's hooked up, but if you keep an eye on it, that'd be cool.
Alex chain's tight, that one's loose.
Which one's loose? Well, I mean, that's weird.
You can take up the link.
Yeah, I can take a link out of there if you want. Or you can just let it hang crooked, it don't matter. It's probably okay if it's crooked. I mean, the alternator don't care. Toughest alternator in America right there.
I think you need to let it set back down and take some. We're going to have to shorten the back bearings up a lot.
Shorten the back ones up, you say?
Yeah, it's sitting like that right now.
It'll come off. I think it'll go. Don't try and stop it, you know. But otherwise, I think it's good.
Hold back on it like that.
On the truck?
On the engine.
Oh. It's bringing the jack out, which is what we wanted, except for the jack's gonna eventually hit a point where it can't come out anymore.
I think you need to set down so the back down. This chain, we can get it like this. We're not getting the transmission up.
Yeah. He's fixing to tell it how to do it. Hold it one time. Hey, can you snatch that hose loose right there? This one?
Oh, that.
Oh boy. Well, I'll tell you what I will do. You got some cuts? You got some side cutters? Just cut it off about this far from the nut. You got some side cutters?
Yeah.
All right.
You don't want to just give me a wrench?
Yeah, I'll just give you a wrench. What size? Here's a 9/16 and 5/8 right here.
Wire too.
What's the wire? I think the wire's.
It's not undone. It's going to.
Is it wrapped around something? Is it?
It's wrapped around these hoses right here, but it's not undone. It's connected to the transmission.
Oh, is it connected? Where's it connected in the back there?
It goes to like a.
Is there a connector? No, up on the truck.
Oh.
Is there a connector on the truck?
There it is. Yeah, it's there.
Okay.
Okay.
And remember, don't get in a pinch, man. I know you guys do this for a living.
You run this bolt in.
Mine's all the way in.
A good ways.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, mine was against the frame too, so I get mine. You ain't got nothing,
I think
dude?
it's gonna go this way.
I think it is too. I think it's way front heavy. But I thought if I bet on it, I could make a quick $5. Look at that, would you? You see how I won that $5 just like that? Wait, I wouldn't get over there too much. All right. And just remember, if it falls over, just get out of its way. That seems better. Where are you gonna put it when you get it picked up? Yeah. Where are you gonna put it? Right here? That's heavy. That's probably 5, 6. That's probably 7,500. Wouldn't you say? Oh yeah, look at that. That scary at all? Not me. Yep, go on up. Hold it.
You're gonna have to pick it straight up now.
Ready?
Yeah. You want us to just move the truck back and you can set it right down?
Wherever you want.
You guys want to move the truck? Give me a push. Let me move that board in the back and we'll just push. Yep. What do you think of that? Getting heavier than it looks, doesn't it? All right, come on. Yeah, here. Come on, you whore. There you go. All right, that's good. Yeah, right there is good. See, that was the easiest one you've done yet. But going back in is gonna really suck. Yeah, I ain't going nowhere. You have to say that by law. If you don't say, yeah, that ain't gonna go anywhere, then it'll go somewhere.